In 2019, a 98-year-old French astrologer died in Paris and left behind a curve, a single hand-computed line tracing 2 centuries of crisis and recovery. That curve points directly at this month. His name was André Barbault, and between the 16th and the 25th of July, the configuration he tracked his entire life finally assembles. 4 planets at 4 degrees, woven into what astrologers now call the Barbault Basket. This is the full telling we promised you. What this pattern is, why a man who died before it arrived saw it coming, and where it lands precisely in your own chart. Barbault came of age during the Second World War, asking one question most astrologers wouldn't touch: can the sky be measured? Not read, measured, counted, turned into a number. So he built one. Take the 5 slowest planets, measure the angle between every pair, 10 measurements, add them together. That single number he called the Cyclic index. When the number falls, the planets are gathering, concentrated in one region of the sky, and every time they gather, he noticed, humanity passes through fire. This is the actual curve, not an artist's impression. We computed it ourselves, month by month, from raw planetary positions. Look at where it bottoms out. 1918, the Great War and the pandemic that followed. 1943, the depths of the Second World War. 1984, the coldest years of the Cold War, the deepest trough of the entire century. And then 2022. The trough Barbault himself pointed toward, writing, years before it arrived, that the early 2020s carried the signature of a global crisis. He didn't live to see how right he was. But here is what the reels quoting him keep missing. The curve doesn't end in the trough. From 2022, it climbs steeply, and it doesn't crest until the end of this decade. We are standing on the rising slope right now. And July 2026 is where the rising slope declares itself. 4 planets, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto, arrive at almost exactly 4 degrees of their signs at the same time. Jupiter at 4 degrees of Leo, Uranus at 4 degrees of Gemini, Neptune at 4 degrees of Aries, Pluto at 4 degrees of Aquarius. At the tightest moment, the 20th of July, they align to within 1/4 of 1 degree of each other. Why a basket? Because of the shape. One opposition, Jupiter facing Pluto across the sky, forms the handle. Everything else is harmony, trines and sextiles weaving the bowl beneath it. And the basket doesn't arrive all at once. It assembles like a drumbeat, one exact aspect at a time, night after night. Listen to the sequence. July 16th, Uranus sextile Neptune. The awakener and the dreamer shake hands, and the basket window opens. July 18th, Uranus trine Pluto. Sudden change flowing in effortless agreement with deep, permanent transformation. These two spent the last decade at war. Now they cooperate. July 20th, peak day. Jupiter trines Neptune within a minute of the basket's tightest weave. Faith and imagination, expansion and vision, exactly aligned at the exact moment the whole pattern holds its breath. July 21st, the handle itself pulls exact. Jupiter opposite Pluto, the creative sovereign self, face to face with the power of the collective. This is the tension the whole basket hangs from. Hours later that same day, Jupiter sextile Uranus, growth and liberation, the gift aspect. And on the 25th, Neptune sextile Pluto closes the weave, and the basket gently dissolves. 4 planets, 4 degrees. In numerology, 4 is the number of foundation, walls built to outlast the storm that raised them. We said it when Mars struck the match on July 4th. Whatever this begins is not built to blow away. Now feel what the pattern is made of. All 4 planets stand in fire and air. Leo and Aries, the spark and the pioneer. Gemini and Aquarius, the word and the vision. No earth, no water. This is a sky made entirely of inspiration and ideas. Which means the basket doesn't hand you a finished outcome. It hands you ignition, openings, the felt sense. Maybe you've noticed it already, that rooms which were locked for years are quietly unlocking. Barbault read configurations like this one as the turning of an age, the end of a long, chaotic cycle, and the first real architecture of something more constructive. Not because the sky turned kind, because pressure, finally released, makes room. And there's something quietly moving about the timing. The man who computed this moment never got to stand in it. That's the nature of the work he left behind. You draw the map for travelers you will never meet. One more layer. Through the entire basket week, Mercury is retrograde in Cancer. The messenger is asleep. The sky is asking you to receive this alignment, not to broadcast it, to let the vision form in private first. Then on the 24th, one day before the basket dissolves, Mercury stations direct. The messenger wakes exactly in time to carry out whatever you seeded inside the weave. That choreography is almost too precise to be an accident. Now make it yours, because this basket doesn't land in the abstract. It lands in 4 specific rooms of your life at once. Find where 4 degrees of Leo falls in your chart. That house is where Jupiter is asking you to create in the open. Bigger, warmer, more visibly you. Find 4 degrees of Gemini. That's where Uranus is rewiring the language, the sudden idea, the unexpected conversation, the door that opens mid-sentence. Find 4 degrees of Aries. There, Neptune is dissolving an old identity so a truer impulse can move first, the dream learning to act. And find 4 degrees of Aquarius, Pluto's room, where your power is being composted and returned to you, and where the collective is asking what you'll build with it. 4 rooms lit at the same hour in conversation with each other. If you have a planet or an angle near 4 degrees of any fire or air sign, Leo, Aries, Gemini, Aquarius, or Sagittarius and Libra, this basket is being woven directly through your life. The exact degrees are in the description, along with our free calculator. So here is the practice for the week of the 16th to the 25th. Choose one thing, one project, one healing, one beginning, worthy of a once-in-a-lifetime sky. Place it in the basket, tend it quietly while Mercury sleeps, and when the messenger wakes on the 24th, speak it. And the sky isn't finished with us. On July 29th, a full moon rises at 6 degrees of Aquarius, right beside Pluto, in the very room the basket just charged. Whatever July seeded, that moon will illuminate. Subscribe to our channel right now, because we'll be walking you through the basket week and that Pluto full moon as they happen. This is the 1 month of 2026 you don't want to navigate alone. A curve drawn by a hand now gone, rising toward a light he never saw. The lighthouse doesn't predict the weather. It stands steady while the whole sky rearranges itself so that you can find your way across. We'll leave the beam on for you.